What's your number one challenge? Wait. What's your number one challenge to overcome? Um, sadness.
Hmm?
Sadness.
Sadness.
Yeah.
So sadness about what? Like life, school?
Social life.
No, I've definitely had that. So you want
Yeah.
to talk for a couple minutes and see if I can change your life by solving your biggest problem?
Sure.
Okay.
Uh, my biggest problem is, let me tell you a little about me. I moved from Florida to Massachusetts, and I dropped all my friends that I had over there because I figured starting in Massachusetts would be a fresh, clean slate and just no reputation, just perfect. And ever since I moved here, I overestimated my skills at making friends, and now I have no one, right? Because nobody from Florida likes me anymore because one had it all over. Nobody up here wants to talk to me, so I just sit on Omegle as much as I can to talk to people and have distractions for myself.
Okay, so tell me what happened when you try to make friends where you are now.
Um, the things that people laugh at in Florida is not funny up here. So making jokes is something I'm good at in Florida, and making jokes is normally how you make friends.
So, so I do want to kind of focus in on what you said because I'm a unique guy, but it's not important. But I think to beat your challenge, we got to figure out like where the pain point happened, because there's something that happened when you tried to tell your jokes that it did not go well. There must have been like one or two times that really stands out where like it went bad, and that's what I want to
I wouldn't
focus
say
on.
there's I wouldn't say there's a specific time where like I made a joke. It's just jokes like that I would make weren't funny in a way. Like I don't know.
And
And
tell
then
me
even
about
then,
when you did those for the first time.
I don't remember them. It's just jokes you make up in the spot. But like they were funny enough to make me laugh and my friends laugh in Florida, but like not them. Like it's just again, humor's different up here.
Yeah.
Everything's just
Okay.
totally, moving from the one side of the spectrum to the other. So like it's just
So okay, so I'm gonna help you beat your problem, but I'm gonna be respectful but blunt, okay? Because we want to
I
get
don't
this somewhere. So that is a belief that you got, that somehow you believe that now. But I am gonna say that's a bullshit thing because people are the same. And I talk to a lot of people and I've traveled and people are people, man. But so to beat your problem, let me take a quick step back. Like the power of what we believe, it's incredible. So for me, which is not really important, but I'll quickly share, like I grew up stuttering, which is not important, but it was a belief. I don't know why I started, but I can tell you that I had this constant belief in like the thoughts that were rolling around in my head were bad. And I feel like you're there. And somehow in Florida, you had like good feelings and good thoughts. And then suddenly something happened, or a day, or like a few days where you tried to be funny, you tried to be you, and it didn't work. And then you got this belief that it's the people there. And what I'm going to say is that's not true. It's just the people that you tried to talk with. And don't judge them all by that. And I promise you that if you have the courage to try again and try your same jokes, they're going to work with people because people are people. And what people up there will think, it's too that you're a cool guy because you're from someplace new and you seem like exotic. And like that's a real thing. So like you can be known as their Florida friend. And like I
right.
play it up.
Thanks, dude. That actually helped a lot.
Thanks.
Going through a tough time right now. Here you go.
Thanks. So now let's help solve it. So there's something you can do to fix it. You want to learn that?
Sure.
Okay. So far, we pretty much like addressed why you feel the way, and then the general idea to basically find more people to try this with because it's going to work. because wherever you go, it's the same people. It's just that group of people that did not go for what we liked, which is fine. But there's a tool that you can use to kind of like, to help you get the success that you want. And I know it's gonna sound crazy, but if you hear me out, it'll change your life by fixing the problem. So right now, like when you left Florida, like you had feelings of, or when you were in Florida, of a guy who had friends, and you, in your mind, you just like expected that, and those thoughts were in your head. And now you're constantly thinking about how you can't make friends, and you're all by yourself. And well, those thoughts are they can be changed. And like, I want to help you, because like myself, like I was basically where you were at a point in my life where I couldn't stutter. I mean, where I couldn't talk because I stuttered, and it was very hard, and I was embarrassed a lot. And girls thought I was cute, so that got me by, but like it was very hard. And I couldn't express how I felt. And I want you to know, like, if I could have gone back, and I'm serious, and had one conversation with myself back then to drop as much knowledge to change the course of my life, this is it. This is that call. This is that talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Okay. So the key piece, and I'm going to be fast, is we can create this like intentional dream. So as kids, we would have dreams. We would have these like dreams that we would be creative about. And we can do that now. And what I'm saying is, like, you can create this intentional dream where it's just a scene from your day where the day is going totally perfect. There's an insane amount of power to doing this, because it's reprogramming your beliefs which are stored in your subconscious mind, and it's programming it in your head like what you do want instead of what you don't want. And those feelings and thoughts of what you don't really want are just playing now, and they're constantly playing. And this is one of the ways how to change your life. It's by learning how to do this. It changes it's the one thing I would have told me back then. So, like, my day looked like this. I'm going to be fast. I would talk to people with total confidence, and I would approach them, and I would start to chat them up. And for me, that was perfect. But I want to know, what does perfect look like for you?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Just having at least a little friend group that I can rely on and talk to consistently in and outside of school.
Okay. So give me a scene. Let's say like, because this is a dream, we're gonna just create this thing, but it's important to do it. So like my thing was in a huge, like a ballroom where people were in suits and dresses, because for me that would be hard, but I'm like, that's what I want as my dream. So like in your dream, where do you want it to like occur? So like, what's the background?
It was like really specific. It's not like
It's important to be specific. You gotta choose a place. And now it can be school, but you gotta choose a place.
Sure, school.
Okay. And where in school? Like, yeah.
Everywhere in the school.
Okay.
Throughout the whole like in the hallways in my classes.
Perfect. So like okay. So how about, would you be like talking to friends in the hallway between classes?
That sounds amazing.
Okay. Okay. So then like, so let's make that the dream. And there's like a key thing, which is you got to mix into,
Sorry, Rob. This shit kind of keep on.
I just want you to know that I care about you, and that like I'm gonna walk you through like what I believe is the solution to this problem. And this is what I would have told myself. And I mean, some people think this is crazy, but this for me saved my life. And I'm gonna help you save yours by turning this whole thing around. And I think I've already provided you hope. And now I'm gonna give you the same tool that I use daily. So this intentional dream, it's so when you're walking between classes, like, do you want, like, I want you to picture like which hallway you want this to start in. And I want you to like see yourself like this is the hallway, or from this room to that room. It's important. Huh?
From Latin to math.
From Latin to math. Okay. And you know what the cool part about when you do this is, like, when you're talking to your friends as you walk, like, you know that you get observed by more people and they look at you, and it probably feels good too. Okay. So I want you to tell me, and this is super like, so this is the thing that makes it all happen. So it's how you feel. And what I want you to do is, you don't have to tell me, but I want you to think about a really very happy time that you've had. And I need you to think of like a specific memory. Like something that made you really happy, or a great day. That's super important. And if you want to share, then that's cool too.
I'm trying to think, dog.
And it can be when you were a kid too.
Okay.
Okay. So do you have like a specific thing in mind? Okay. Do you want to share it? It's cool if you don't.
It was a time when me and my sister, bro, I'm about to cry. Hold up. Oh. Me and my sister, when we lived in the same house, we would just play together. That's really it.
I just want you to know that like you're gonna turn it around. And that I've got you, man.
Hey,
Thanks. Hey, just know like that I've had these same kind of things in my life where it's a turning point. And something put us in touch. I'm not saying more, I'm not saying less, but like things happen. And thank you for what you shared. And I've been in your shoes. And I believe in you too. Because you're brave. And if you're brave, it means that you'll try stuff. And if you try this, I know it's the difference. And you're doing it now, by the way. So like what people don't realize, what I never knew, is when we think those thoughts and when we think of the bad stuff. So like mine was like constantly feeling embarrassed because I play the bad shit always. But that has a horrible effect. And so I just want you to know, like, we're doing it always. So now all we're doing is putting into your mind like the positive dream, or like what you want, which makes sense. So your feeling of playing in your house with your sister, right? That it's important to think about that before you launch into this dream. And what I want you to do is twice a day.
What's the day?
Twice a day to spend 5 minutes going through this dream. And do it while you're like in bed, before you go to sleep, and when you wake up. And if you're not feeling well, you can do this more than 5. But I want you to think about the like happy times, and then think about this dream, and then see yourself walking down the hallway, talking to friends and feeling however you think you'd feel, which is probably cool and feel happy. It's important to have that and keep like to burn that into your mind by constantly dreaming this and feeling the happiness that you know how you can feel. When you combine the two, this is magic. And I do this before I go to bed and when I wake up. And by doing this, you put into your mind what you do want. And it helps you believe that you can attain it, because you can. And for you, you know you can because you've had it in Florida. And I promise you, you're going to have friends again. And so I think, let me ask you, so do you think I delivered what I said I would?
Bro, you made me fucking cry. Yes, of course we did. I want to do that.
Good.
Thank you, dog. I really needed this tonight.
Thanks, man. I appreciate your time. And let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm Craig Coffey, and I'm just a guy, but I beat a lot of stuff. And I took a lot of time to learn this and try this. And I try to teach it here quickly, right? Like, I don't know how long we've been talking for, but like less than 20 minutes, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. This is the conversation I wish I could have had. And what I do is I record this and I blur people out and I share like quick highlights. And I'm thinking, and so like, would love to include you, like include this. And you'll see that I've got like a small following, so it's not big. But I love what I do, and I believe that, like, I believe in you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Hey, dude, it is my pleasure. And do you have any more like questions or anything you want to share before we go?
No, that was great. That was actually amazing. Thank you again.
Thanks, man. It was my pleasure. And I hope you have a great life, and I believe in you.
I will. Thanks to you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.